Hi, I'm Lucas. I'm a filmmaker.
I'm Alan. I'm a friend of a filmmaker.
We're going to do our top 10 for Star Trek The Next Generation.
So I have Yesterday's Enterprise.
Wait, can we just pause for a second? Which is also on my list, so maybe I can chime in as well.
Yes, Yesterday's Enterprise was just seemed like the first episode where they kind of pulled out all the stops. They brought back Tasha Yar and gave her a much better send-off than she originally got. In fact, they wrote her a lot better than they originally did too in that episode.
It sounds strange, but I'm in a penalty box.
She wasn't in the penalty box in that episode.
No, she's not in the penalty box.
She didn't find Picard attractive in that episode.
No. She didn't, or call Data a jewel.
A jewel, a fully functioning jewel.
Fully functional jewel.
You jewel, that's exactly what I hoped.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know, I sucker for time travel is really what?
How long before the Enterprise C enters the rift? 52 seconds, sir.
It's like a time travel episode. It's an alternate universe episode. They're battling the Klingons and battling the Romulans, and it is also a launching point for a whole, like, basically an arc with Tasha Yar and Tasha Yar's daughter and all this kind of stuff that comes back.
An interesting way to bring Denise Crosby back into the franchise.
Right. Okay, next one.
Now I picked Remember Me, where Dr. Crusher is trapped in Wesley's warp bubble universe, and all of her dearest friends and colleagues start disappearing.
Because it's related to her consciousness.
Yeah.
What she thinks becomes reality.
Yes, and with the classic line, if there's not something wrong with the universe, or some. What?
If there's nothing wrong with me, maybe there's something wrong with the universe.
Yeah, and I remember the first time I watched that episode where at the end when she says something's wrong with the universe, and then she says, show me the universe, and the universe is like a bubble that's shrinking.
The universe is a spherical region approximately 100 meters in diameter.
and I think when that happened, I still wasn't sure what was going on, but that's sort of the point where it started to dawn on me, and then when it's a perfect example of like the explanation is given, and then and like oh, of course it totally makes sense.
It was totally a fun science fiction gimmick. Again, kind of in the same vein as Yesterday's Enterprise. Is always fun to see. That's the one where Riker. Something happens to him and he wakes up 16 years in the future and he's captain of the Enterprise.
And there's a Ferengi on board.
Yeah, and he has a son. And Picard had a goatee, Admiral Picard, so he knew something wasn't quite right.
That means he's evil.
That means he's evil,
That means he's evil. My favorite part of Future Imperfect is me, 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 me. You'll always be Jean-Luc to me.
My name is Barash.
It was great. It was like, it's just papier-mâché, straight up.
Yeah, it looks like it. They got it from a Halloween shop.
To me, you'll always be Jean-Luc.
You'll always be Jean-Luc to me. Papier-mâché.
Again, going with the same theme, alternate realities, and it's fun to mess with the concept. And
again, an episode where things keep changing and you're like trying to just catch up, of like you don't understand what's happening, and then when you explain what's happening, you're kind of really blown away.
And it was interesting a choice to have Worf be the one. He's not a character typically who's well versed in science. To see him kind of struggle through being a victim of a space anomaly was fun, and seeing him try to adapt to each scenario.
And the best part of that, I like the Wesley came back in that episode.
Yeah,
it's like alternate Wesley just shows up. But my favorite is when the barrier between all the universes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is happening?
The barriers between quantum realities are breaking down. Other realities are emerging into our own.
That visual effect blew me away. There's like hundreds of Enterprises popping up on the screen.
Worf's birthday is the same day as my birthday. So it's like...
82nd day in Mokbar.
So when he...
Seems like a theme here. It's like I got a lot of like alternate universe, alternate timeline.
Well, that's it. All those
apparently,
ones.
I'm a sucker for these types of stories.
Captain, what's wrong?
I'm moving back and forth through time.
The idea of basically going back to the first episode and sort of bookending it that way was really like genius. And it was fun.
If you attempt to ignite a petroleum product on this ship at 0 hours, you will activate the fire suppression system, which would seal off this entire compartment.
I was trying to tell him that we'd be working late.
Ah,
You know, and it was always cool too. I mean, to see the Enterprise come out and had a third nacelle for some reason. I never understood why. It's just like, it makes it more futuristic, I guess. Well, it goes faster now.
It's like the third boob. The third boob in Total Recall.
I really got that buzz. Like,
Then you know she's a mutant because she's got a third boob. So now you know it's the future because it's the third nacelle.
yeah.
Now I'ma break it down with the Dr. Spock shit.
Okay.
Starship Mine. Oh, what's not to love about that?
Die Hard in
From
space.
Picard being John McClane to
Small talk.
yeah, Data Smalltalk. To watch him.
But did you know that the
I
ending...
was aware of that.
I am attempting to fill a silent moment with non-relevant conversation. I understand that Arcaria has some very interesting weather patterns.
It has been quite a day.
Precisely.
We go to Darmok. Darmok Angelad at Tenebra. I mean, it was interesting because they met the aliens who only talk through metaphor, so they had a hard time developing first contact with them.
Rai and Jerry and Lunga. Kader beneath Momenta.
What they really remind me is of the Tac Tac.
Good health, strong body, clear mind.
And you. Good health, strong body, clear mind.
Yeah, they all.
We are happy. We have Macrocosm
Yeah.
from season 3.
Yes.
Voyager.
Look at you. You say you're not a big fan.
I love Voyager.
And then I got Best of Both Worlds. I mean, what hasn't been said about Best of Both Worlds?
I am the cutest of Borg. We are Borg.
Yes.
Mr. Worf, dispatch a subspace message to Admiral Hansen. We have engaged the Borg.
It was one of the best cliffhangers ever made. Because actually, I think Patrick Stewart was even thinking about leaving. So I mean, there was always the possibility that they may continue the show on without him, and he would be Borgified for good or killed. The special effects were amazing for the time. I mean, to see that on TV, I mean, it was like that was like feature quality effects back then. I mean, they were.
And they separated the saucer.
Yeah.
Their remastered is really good, except for there's that one shot where they couldn't find the clip.
Yeah.
It's like really jarring.
Yeah,
but it's funny because it's not even like it goes from high definition to standard definition. It goes like from high definition to like VHS re-recorded 3 times over. There are 4 lights.
The other Picard classic. There weren't 5. There were only 5 if you fell for the
ploy,
the torture and the manipulation of your captor.
You should prove an interesting challenge.
My favorite thing about that episode is Captain Jellicoe.
Yes, and I would have been interested to see more of him and maybe even have his own ship and show because he brought a different dynamic.
Welcome aboard, sir. I'm Commander William
T. Riker, class of 57, graduated 8th in this class. I'm looking forward to serving with you, Commander.
I don't want to talk about it. Get it done. Get it done.
Get it done.
Just get it done.
Yeah.
And get that fish out of the ready room.
Moving right along to Tapestry,
which is number 10,
which I feel is probably the best Q episode. After all the torment and all the bickering over the years, and he finds out that Q is God in the afterlife. And it's like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me! It's like, you.
Welcome to the afterlife, Jean-Luc. You're dead.
It rang true to me personally. I mean, probably to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people go through that. It's almost like a midlife crisis. He's like, what could I have done better? How the different paths my life would take with the choices I make. And I mean, I think that's something that resonates with everybody. Everybody has those what ifs that float through their mind.
Q, what have you done? I've done exactly as I promised. I've returned you to the present.
But this is not the present I remember.
But then again, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? To change the man you were in your youth.
But my favorite part of the episode is at the end when he has the chance to live, but basically be kind of like a drone.
I can't live out my days as that person. That man is bereft of passion and imagination. That is not who I am.
Au contraire. He's the person you wanted to be.
I would rather die as the man I was than live the life I just saw.
Human play Dom Jot.
Dom Jot.
We always like the Nausicaan.
They talk and they talk, but they have no grandeur.
There's a future